Most of us were taught that vegetables are always good for you. But what if I told you that 3 common vegetables, yes, the kind in your fridge right now, might be silently damaging your bones, confusing your digestion, or even worsening your memory? Here's the truth. Senior nutrition isn't what it used to be. Your body after 60 doesn't process food like it did at 30. Some veggies that once fueled your health now fuel inflammation, strip away calcium, and disrupt your gut's delicate balance. And yet, they're still being promoted as healthy by outdated sources. In fact, a 2021 study published in Nutrients found that certain vegetables may increase oxidative stress and joint discomfort in seniors, especially those dealing with arthritis or bone loss. Hi there, I'm Vernon. If you care about senior health, want stronger bones, a sharper mind, and fewer aches, keep watching. Because I'm about to uncover the top 3 vegetables seniors over 60 should never eat and what to replace them with instead. But before we get into it, if you're someone who believes aging well starts with knowing better, not just doing more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon. Around here, we don't chase the views. We follow the science to help seniors living healthier and happier. And if that sounds like your kind of kitchen table talk, you're in the right place. Vegetable number 1, canned spinach. I used to feel pretty proud adding spinach to my dinner plate. Felt like I was doing my part, eating green, staying strong. But one day, I flipped over the label on a can I'd eaten for years. Sodium, 352 milligrams. That was just half a cup. I stood there for a second, holding the can like it had lied to me. And in a way, it had. See, when you're over 60, your body doesn't process salt the same way. That much sodium doesn't just bloat you. It quietly starts pulling calcium right out of your bones. It wears down your kidneys. It raises your blood pressure. And it does all of that without you even tasting a thing. But that's not the only concern. During canning, spinach is boiled at high heat. That process breaks down key nutrients like vitamin C and folate, 2 of the biggest allies we have in fighting inflammation and protecting brain health. And here's something many folks don't realize. Folate isn't just good for the body, it's vital for the brain. Low folate levels in older adults have been linked to cognitive decline, memory issues, and even early dementia. So when we rely on canned spinach and lose that natural folate, we might also be missing a quiet layer of protection for our memory. According to a 2019 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, found that older adults with high sodium intake had a significantly higher risk of bone loss and fractures, even if they were consuming enough calcium overall. Fresh or frozen spinach keeps those nutrients intact, especially if you go for low sodium or no salt added options. That's what I have reached for now. I rinse it. I seasoned it myself. And I know exactly what's going into my body. Canned spinach may seem convenient, but when it comes to bone strength and inflammation, convenience can cost you more than time. Now, not every danger comes with a sodium warning. Some of them look perfectly healthy on the outside, but carry pain deep into your joints. Now, not every danger comes with a sodium warning. Some of them look perfectly healthy on the outside, but carry pain deep into your joints. Quick question before we move on. Have you ever noticed your joints ache more after eating canned veggies or salty meals? Drop your comment below. Vegetable number 2, eggplant. It's one of the prettiest vegetables you'll find in the produce aisle. Deep purple, smooth as polished stone, and always dressed like it belongs in a gourmet recipe book. That's eggplant. And for a long time, I thought it was a gift from nature. But here's the thing most people don't know. Eggplant is part of the nightshade family, along with tomatoes, bell peppers, and white potatoes. And while they might seem harmless, nightshades carry a plant compound called solanine. In certain bodies, especially aging ones, solanine can spark inflammation in the gut and joints. Now, I'm not one to jump at food fads or trends, but I do pay attention when my body tells me something. One summer, I grilled a big batch of eggplant for the family. The next morning, I woke up feeling like someone had cranked a wrench into my knees. I brushed it off as the weather. But it kept happening each time I had a meal with eggplant. Then my older brother Tom started noticing the same thing. He's 72, always had strong hands from decades of working construction, but they started swelling more than usual after dinners with eggplant parmesan or ratatouille. He didn't want to believe it at first, but I convinced him to cut it out for a few weeks. That stiffness? It backed off like fog clearing from a windshield. This isn't just anecdotal. A 2020 study published in Frontiers in Immunology found that solanine consumption was associated with a measurable increase in pro-inflammatory cytokines, specifically in adults with osteoarthritis. These are the same markers linked to chronic pain, swelling, and joint degeneration. In the study, participants who consumed nightshades like eggplant showed a 26% higher inflammatory response compared to those who avoided them. And when you're over 60, your gut lining becomes thinner and more permeably, a process known as inflammaging. That means these compounds don't just pass through, they penetrate. They trigger immune overreactions, stress the gut-brain axis, and can lead to a cycle of chronic joint pain that's hard to stop once it starts. So, while eggplant may seem harmless on the plate, inside the body, especially an aging one, it can fuel the very discomfort we're trying to reduce. Now, I'm not saying you need to give it up forever, but if you deal with stiff joints, swelling fingers, or that lingering ache in your back, it might be worth looking at your plate. Vegetable number 3, raw onions. Onions always seemed like one of those foolproof ingredients. A little heat, a little oil, and the kitchen fills with that familiar, comforting smell. No second thought was ever given to them. They were in nearly every dish, always welcome, always flavorful. But with time, something started to change. Not just the taste, but the way the body responded. And it wasn't just me, it was someone even closer. But then, one day, I noticed something strange. Not just in myself, but in someone much closer. My wife, Janie, loves raw onions. Always has. She'd pile them onto her sandwiches, chop them into salads, even eat them straight with vinegar. She said they gave her energy, kept her full, and added crunch. But over time, she started having digestive troubles that wouldn't go away. Bloating after meals, cramping in the evening. She felt tired, foggy, and couldn't sleep comfortably at night. We thought it was just stress or aging. Then one night, after a big dinner with raw onion salad, she had a full-blown stomach episode, pain so sharp she had to lie down for hours. Her doctor called it fructan intolerance, something more and more common after 60. The culprit? Raw onions. Raw onions contain a type of fermentable fiber called fructans. When your gut slows down, as it naturally does with age, these fibers don't break down like they used to. Instead, they ferment in the colon, causing gas, bloating, reflux, and in some people, full-on digestive flare-ups. According to a 2021 study in the Journal of Gastroenterology and Hepatology, showed that adults over 60 are especially vulnerable to these effects, even if they've tolerated onions for most of their life. Janie paid the price for not knowing, but once she switched to lightly cooked onions, roasted or sautéed, never raw, her symptoms calmed down. She still enjoys the flavor, just in a gentler form. Conclusion. We learned that not all vegetables age as gracefully as we do. That even the ones we've trusted our whole lives, spinach, eggplant, and raw onions, can start to work against us in ways we don't always see coming. They're not inherently bad. They're just no longer the right fit for the body we have today. After 60, our metabolism slows, our bones lose density, and our digestive system becomes more sensitive to things like sodium, solanine, and fermentable fibers. Spinach in a can? It may save time, but it sneaks in sodium that leaches calcium from your bones. Eggplant? Elegant on the outside, but packed with compounds that stir up inflammation in the joints. And raw onions? Crunchy, flavorful, but tough on the gut when your digestion doesn't move like it used to. These vegetables might still work for your younger self, but for the version of you that wakes up slower, moves a little more mindfully, and values energy over extremes, they might be worth rethinking. What matters most is not perfection, but awareness. Because once you know better, you can choose better. And every small shift you make is a gift to your future self. For me, these changes didn't happen overnight. They happened one meal at a time. One label read. One uncomfortable morning that finally made me ask, could it be the food? Now, my plate looks different. Still colorful, still full of flavor, but wiser, calmer, and kinder to the body I live in. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these 3 vegetables surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and share your story, because your journey might be the exact spark someone else needs to make their change today. If this video helped you see your plate in a new light, give it a like. It really does help others find this content. And if you believe senior health starts in the kitchen, just like I do, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss a bite of insight.